Hey y'all. I was doing an explanation in class today and I wanted to make sure everyone got it. So I waited after hours for everyone to be gone from the room to go ahead and make this. So here goes. So we've studied the parts of the atom and we know that the inside of the atom is the nucleus. And inside the nucleus we have our protons and we have our neutrons. So I'm going to switch the camera real quick. Okay, so we have our protons and we have our neutrons. So I'm going to go ahead and mark our protons with our plus charge because they have a positive charge, right? Well, also inside of there, we talked about how there is nucleus, and the nucleus has no charge. So we're going to put zeros on there since 0 is the number on the number line that is not a positive or negative. Okay, so why do I have the positives kind of separated? Well, if you think about it, when we have a, I'm going to move these up. When we have a magnet when we have magnets that are the same charge and we try to put them together, what happens? Well, they repel. And so the same thing happens here. So we can't have them right next to each other. So we have neutrons in the middle to kind of buffer it. Okay, and so that's why we have our neutrons in the middle with the nucleus. However, we have no charge mixed with our positive charges, right? And so overall, the nucleus is going to have a positive charge. Okay, so when you have a positive charge, what is the positive charge going to attract? A negative charge, right? And so outside the nucleus, in these shells, or you can even call them clouds, we have what's called electron cloud or electron shell. Okay, so I'm just going to draw 3 quick, and it's hard to do this and hold my phone, but we're going to draw 3 levels, okay, of electrons. It's not perfect, but it's okay. So outside of the nucleus, we have negative charges. So the thing about it is, I was saying to the kiddos, if we had a rock concert, okay, and in the middle was the band, and then here's the seating in these energy levels, and we need to seat all the audience, so our electrons, okay? We need to seat you all. So what is going to fill up first if we have a positive charge in the middle and our electrons are going to be placed? Well, we have to seat the inside first because that positive charge is going to attract the electrons in. Let me go ahead and get some electrons. So I'm going to pause this. Okay, so we have to fill up the inside shell first with our negative charges. So let me go ahead and write negative charge on there. Because that positively charged nucleus is going to attract those electrons to be filling up the first shell first, or the inside shell first. So we fill up the inside shell first before we can move on to the next shell and then move on to the next shell. To remember how many electrons fit, I like to talk about the loop here in Denton. It's a roadway that connects South 35 with the northbound 35. And that roadway is a loop. We call it loop 288. So we use that loop to remember how many electrons fit inside each electron shell or electron cloud. So 2 fit in the first inside shell, 8 fit in the second shell, and 8 fit in the third shell. It's actually more than 8, but for 8th grade science, we will concentrate on that. Okay? So we'll learn this. So our positive charge protons are no charge or neutral charged neutrons go in the middle in the nucleus, and our electrons will then fill up. Now, will we all use all 3 levels all the time? Absolutely not. This is just a pattern to know how to fill the electrons when we actually make an atom, okay? We'll hear more about that later.